Hello everybody. I know it's been a very long time since I was able to make a video, but I'm back at the compound, and today is Friday, February 24th, 2017. I'm actually coming back for the first time in quite a long time to check out the status of Camp Freedom 2 and the hut. About 2 weeks or so ago, the compound was actually on fire. A friend of mine from Facebook, who's on the vanning group, sent me a link to show the news article and a TV video here of the compound all on fire. I thought it was like an accident or something, but then I come to find later, I think they set the place on fire on purpose. It was to control it was a controlled fire, I think, to control the bushes so that the place doesn't accidentally catch on fire because there's so much wild brushes and stuff here. I don't know exactly what part of the compound they set on fire. I see birds flying everywhere here today for some reason. It is 2:53 p.m. and apparently all the birds come out eating at this time. But I'm looking to see where things were set on fire, and I don't really see any burns yet. So we're heading towards the location for Camp Freedom 2. I'm hoping I remember how to get there because I don't have it on GPS or anything anymore. I see some what looks like bushes here. That might have been what they set on fire. No, this looks like stuff they cut. Or it could have been the fire. No. We'll see. But on the news, it looks like a huge fire. So I'm trying to figure out what section they burned because it still looks intact to me. I know some of you are wondering about what's going on with my life. Little Blue 2. I'm going to be doing an update. I keep saying I'm going to be doing an update, and I've done some updates. I just haven't had a chance to upload due to my job with the knife show. Although that has changed as of today. So there's some big news coming up that I'm going to announce here and kind of explain what's going on with my life and my situation. But as you can see, Little Blue 2 is still running. The check engine light is still on and it still misfires every so often. But it's drivable, and I've been driving it back and forth to work when I was still working the knife show. But as of today, I am resigning. So I will no longer be a traveling knife salesman. I think I'm just burnt out. There's some funny stuff there with how things were handled, a situation that went down, and I'm not happy with how it went down. And long story short, the manager, the state manager, whatever, threatened me. He said basically, I needed to make a decision if I wanted to stay on the job and work pretty much non-stop and get back with him in an hour. And I pretty much told him I quit. It didn't take me more than a second to decide I didn't want to work this job anymore. Especially since he was threatening to, replace me if I didn't stay and work on this job pretty much non-stop. I mean, what other job will they schedule you so you don't get any days off, and in the days that you are off, you're expected to move inventory, from one store to another? I'm looking here and things look different. Okay, we are in the correct spot because this is the spot where they had set up the army barricade thingy for the obstacle course. So my memory is still good. But I've been not here in months. I think maybe a month or two. Maybe 2 months? I don't know. But it's been a long time. And it actually looks like they might have somebody cleaned it up. There seems to be less refuge and trash sitting around here. Now, interestingly, I don't see, this area doesn't look burned. So I'm trying to figure out what part of the compound they set on fire. But it looks like it may not have been here at Camp Freedom 2, because you can see there's still green everywhere. So let's reset the camera here. I'm optimistic that the camp is still intact. Okay. Also, the birds flying around today. It's interesting. I don't know if the camera's picking up all those birds in front of me, but birds are everywhere out here today. I don't know if they're migrating or if they just live here. There's like lots and lots of birds. Oh. Branches and stuff sticking out. I don't know if you can feel little blue shaking and making funny noises. That's the engine issue. I don't even know if I'm probably gonna have to have it looked at and see if I can get it fixed. It's not gonna be too expensive. Maybe the what is it? The distributor cap, the ignition coil. I hope it's not the clogged fuel injectors. But looks like I may have to fix it. They've removed the metal coil that was here to mark the spot where someone took it. Bushes here look brown, but they don't look like they were set on fire. So it looks like the part of the camp that was set on fire was not this part. And I think this is the entrance for Camp Freedom 2. I have not been here in forever, so. And surprisingly, everything looks pretty intact. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and I see a big giant lizard crawling around. I'm gonna try to pull in and turn around here. I think I'm gonna do this. But the camp looks intact. Still see the scooter there. Camp Freedom 2 sign is up. Need to fix the roofing. This could be my home again. It's crazy to think that I'm back home at the camp. So let me straighten out and take a look around here, and then I'll bring the camera and you can see it. Check out Camp Freedom 2 with me. I am so glad it didn't burn down. Looks like they didn't set this part on fire, and that's a good thing. So here we are back at Camp Freedom 2 on February 24th, 2017. Alrighty, we are actually back at Camp Freedom 2, and somebody has been here. I can tell because there's a new can here. This ice can is new. And so it's this. You see that they put bags in here? That's not me. So somebody came by here and brought bags and stuffed it down there. And looks like they left the camp intact. Rice cooker is still here too. Pretty much left everything intact. Nothing's been vandalized. And the gifts are still here. So I'm gonna do some camp repairs and kind of just relax a little bit. It's been so long since I've been back here. I didn't even know what I was gonna feel, but it actually feels like I'm back home. It's kind of weird, really. This place is like a home for me now. Yeah, see, Health benefit plan. I think that might have been mine from the burn. The burn that I had done. I was burning garbage. I don't know if this is new or not. I think this might be new. All this glass that's here, right here in this pile, looks like it might be new. But, we're back. Welcome home, Denoy. Welcome home. Somebody's definitely been here. They took this, which is actually supposed to be here. I fixed this all up now, and they moved the water catchment system. So it's over here collecting dirty brownish water here, and then this has actually got clean water somewhat. So somebody's been here, but they haven't been abusing it. It looks like, honestly, this stuff here looks like scat. These things up here on top of this counter here, they look like scat. Berries. Some kind of animal that eats berries has been pooping up here. So, an animal's been here. But as far as this movement here, this has not been an animal. And this has been used, although they've cared for it. They haven't trashed it. So whoever has been coming out here has been respectful of the camp. More scat. You can see here piles of scat. Big animal. I'm wondering if it's our panther. I'm trying to figure out what's back there and who's back there, but Camp Freedom 2 has visitors now, which is good. And it looks like they're actually using it and not destroying it, which is even better. I hear a vehicle coming, could be our camp visitors. Wow. I have just left Camp Freedom 2. I've cleaned it up and prepared it for the next visitor. But saw something on my way out that's actually kind of scary and pretty disturbing. I don't know if you can see down this road over here, but see where my finger is to the left right there? That is the entrance for Camp Freedom 2. So I just came out of there and I came out this way. But see that? That's the left. And if you look right here, do you see all these brown plants and trees? They aren't simply dead. They were on fire. Yeah. This is ashes. See the charred branches here? So all this grass just grew up back up here in the last couple weeks since this place was on fire. And I don't know if you can feel that burnt wood here. So the fire that was at the compound that was on the news was actually right by Camp Freedom 2. I mean, it's not even a block. The entrance right there, that is the entrance for Camp Freedom 2, right there. So Camp Freedom 2 was literally probably like less than 50 to 100 yards away from the fire. And this is all the damage coming out here. As I come out here, this is the damage that I see. This whole field had burned down. See all the trees that had the little brush and stuff? They're all down because they had been on fire. Is that crazy or what? I thought that the fire was like far away from Camp Freedom 2 because of all the vegetation. But it was actually right next to Camp Freedom 2. I mean, this is the fire right here, and right over beyond those brush right there, where it stopped right there, that's Camp Freedom 2 right behind there. So this was truly close. Wow. Here, off-road one of the others out there right now. I did not realize the fire was indeed right at Camp Freedom 2. It's amazing. So you can see the big That big tree right there. See, the fire went up the side of it? I don't know if you can see, it's all charred and stuff. So this was the fire, or at least one of the fires. I don't know if they had multiple fires going or what. But Camp Freedom 2 was almost on fire. All these bushes that had burned away. There's like nothing left. They're all charred and gone. It's weird. I could have came back and there would have been nothing left. I didn't even notice that the spot had burned because all the grass, you can see the green grass came back. But I guess grass doesn't take that long to grow back. I was shocked at how fast it came back. I think the fire was only about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Just 2 or 3 weeks ago, this whole area was on fire. And now it's all green again. Except for, of course, all the dead branches and trees. Because they burned down. Makes me wonder if there's other spots, or if this was the only spot, the spot that they were showing on the news. I didn't really see the news. I just saw like a little clip, a picture of it or something, and they showed the compound on fire, and it looked like a big fire, and it might have been this spot right here. And just right over next to it is the camp, which somebody has been going to. They brought booze out there. Been getting drinking out there, and they've been sadly throwing glass bottles or glass. They've been throwing glass out there, which is kind of bad, and just leaving it so somebody can get cut. But at least they didn't like destroy the camp. But yeah, I can't believe how close it was. It's like less than about 100 yards or 50 yards, maybe even less than that, 50 yards or less. The fire was that close to Camp Freedom 2. Wow.